I would like to recognize just about everyone who is here, and specifically with some people that helped make this happen. First, our new, for putting this together with Mr. Courier, our Sterling principal. Caitlin Boron is our new communications director, and she has hit the ground running with putting this together. I appreciate that. Mr. Courier and our administrative staff that are here. You guys know Mr. Courier, right? Yeah. And I will, not just because we're standing here publicly, a very big reason that Airport Schools does what we do for all the kids that we see here is because of that administrative group that we have here. We have Mr. Lukasevich and Mr. Fertney from the high school. We have Miss Weber from the middle school. Angel Mensing from Niedermeyer Elementary. Steve Krause from Eiler Elementary. Is Dawn here? Dawn's working. Sometimes things come up from Ritter Elementary. And we thank them, I thank them every day for what they do for our kids here. We have an airport school board member, Mr. Paul Miller, to my right here. We appreciate him being here. Ash Township Supervisor, Robin Carmack. Mr. Carmack here? Okay. Dr. Stephen McNew, the superintendent at the Monroe County ISD, is with us. I appreciate everything he does. I have a big footprint here at Airport. He has one in the county and supports all of the local districts, the 10 districts, 9 locals in the ISD in our county. I appreciate what he does every day. David Ross is our Carleton Community Librarian with the Monroe County Library System. He's also a fellow Rotarian with me in the Carleton Rotary and does a lot of good things for Airport Schools, our community, and the library. Deputy Ryan Satilli is our school resource office from the Sheriff's Department. Again, and actually I will tell you, a former student of mine back in my teaching days. It's nice to see them go full circle. Mike Smith over there, who's videotaping me, which is awesome. Mike Smith is from the AFL-CIO and also the United Way. Still a board member, right, Mike?
Nope, I'm
Not
done.
anymore. How many years were you on the Bedford Public Schools?
15.
15 years as a board member. Another indication, I bring that up, just he does a ton for the community, and not just in that Bedford community where he lives, but all of the work with United Way. We put ramps in together. I know he's a big proponent of the ramp project for handicapped people. I also am looking over here. Ryan Irwin is over here too. He's the Director of Ed Services. And Nikki Eiler and Debbie Gambino, the Child Advocacy Network, which we graciously refer to as the CAN Network. I hope I got everyone, our teachers, our preschool teachers and aides, we thank you for the things you do with these kids. And there you go, that's what I like to say. You know, I told Mrs. Sobin in my office walking out, as we're getting our stuff together to do something, it's cool to finally, it's been a long time since we've done something like this, and it's not extravagant or huge, but it's awesome, and it just feels good to do it again. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Courier. Let's hear it for Mr. Courier.
Well, I'll be brief, but I just got to say, and Nikki, you're not going to like hearing this, but when I was a teacher, I still remember walking into the school, my first year teaching, and seeing all these pinwheels. And I had no clue why they were there. I thought they were decorating, and I'm like, hey, the pinwheels look kind of cool. And then over the years, I learned more and more about what it was about. And now 15 plus years in education, I realized how important what you all do. So thank you both for taking the time to do this and just to bring awareness to how important it is. And I'll thank, just again, Miss Nicewater, Miss Spuler, and Miss Reisenen, and Miss Schaefer for coming out here with your kids today. And all of you also, welcome to Sterling. It's our pleasure to be able to do this here. But again, the more I've done this and the longer I do it, the more I realize this is an important topic, and it's good to bring awareness to it. So, Nikki, I'm going to pass it on to you, and you can take it away. But thank you so much for spending your time here today.
No problem. Hello, everyone. I'm taking my mask off because I can't see when I start talking. My name is Nikki Eiler. Yes, I am related to the man that Eiler Elementary is named after. It was my husband's great uncle, I believe. Anyway, I am the director of CAN Council for Monroe County. I'm new to this position, but I am not new to the work that we do. April is one of my favorite months. Not only is it the month of the young child, but it is also the month that we get to loudly display our abuse and neglect prevention efforts with these pinwheels. This is a topic that is uncomfortable for some, but we cannot be quiet about it, as our most tiny and vulnerable citizens are counting on us to keep them safe. I am happy to announce that our confirmed abuse and neglect cases have gone down again since last year. That's something to celebrate, right? And the fact that this past year has left some of our most vulnerable kiddos even more vulnerable. So the fact that the cases have gone down even with that going on is huge. Our efforts cannot begin and end with the children. If that's where they begin and end, then we're merely putting a Band-Aid on the bigger issue. We as citizens have to educate ourselves, our families, our educators, our administrators, our first responders on the importance of adverse childhood experiences and trauma, as it can follow us into our adult lives and the cycle continues. It takes a community to raise a child, and it is our responsibility to raise them happy, healthy, and safely. We are here to break the cycle of abuse and neglect. The responsibility is heavy, but here we are again taking on the challenge. And may we not ever underestimate the impact that we are actually making.
So I am Deb Gambino, and I'm the current president for CAN. And I also absolutely love being able to do the Pinwheels event every year. It gives a chance to share with the community your role in preventing abuse and neglect. And that is creating environments for healthy kids, but also healthy parents. And being able to get parents what they need to be a healthier parent and a better parent prevents abuse and neglect. And so as a community, the Child Advocacy Network, we partner with all of the services in our community, our schools, the police departments, the mental health departments, to try and work together as a team to create those healthy home environments. And you guys are all a part of that in protecting the kids and educating our kids. And that is wonderful seeing them here. The Pinwheels is a national symbol for a healthy, happy childhood, and that's why we use that. And I did want to speak briefly about our statistics, because she said how they've gone down. So in Monroe County last year, we had 887 complaints of abuse and neglect, and that is down every year for the last 3 years. We had 194 of those cases actually confirmed abuse and neglect in the home. That is also down the last 3 years. And there was a total of 290 child victims in these cases. So it is still a problem, but it is a problem that I can proudly say that the whole community is working against, and the numbers continue to go down. My favorite number, because I'm a foster care supervisor at DHS, is that our number of kids in foster care has gone in half in the last 3 years. We went from over 200 kids to under 100 kids just last month. So something proud to share as a community. We just wanted to say how much we appreciate the whole community making these efforts and acknowledging the Pinwheels for prevention in the month of April.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to reintroduce Mr. Paul Miller, airport board member. Tonight, coincidentally, we have a regularly scheduled board meeting where we will pass this resolution that he's going to read to you now.
Okay. Whereas the Child Advocacy Network, as you all know now, is CAN, of Monroe County, is a nonprofit organization of concerned citizens, professionals, and agencies for programs to prevent child abuse and neglect. Whereas both statewide and nationally, child abuse is considered to be one of our nation's most serious public health problems, with scientific studies documenting the link between the abuse and neglect of children and a wide range of medical, emotional, psychological, and behavioral disorders, such as depression, alcoholism, drug abuse, severe obesity, and juvenile delinquency. children and families by ensuring that parents have the knowledge, skills, and resources they need to care for the children. And whereas promoting family functioning, resiliency, social support systems, nurturing and attachment, and knowledge of parenting child development are all known protective factors which prevent child mistreatment and help to strengthen families. And whereas CAN of Monroe County plants pinwheels around the county to remember that pinwheels are an uplifting reminder of childhood and the bright futures all children deserve. And now therefore be it resolved that on this 25th day of March 2021, the Airport Community School Boards of Education hereby proclaims the month of April as Child Abuse Prevention Month in Monroe County.
Okay, now, we need some help putting all of these cool pinwheels in the grass out here at Sterling Elementary. Who's in? You gonna help? All right, let's go. And adults, feel free. Mingle and help.
Follow me.